I now invite Dr.G. Gangadharan Sir, Fellow of Rashtriya Ayurveda Vidyapith, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, to deliver the Guest of Honor address and share his opinion in Ayurveda Conversations.
My humble namaskar to all of you, my friend Mala Kapadia, other colleagues, Narayan Acharya, Bhatt, Ram Kumar, and other friends who are here. I am sorry I have to intrude to others' time, but one of the things I cannot forget when I stand in front of you is the inspiration that I received from Krishnakumarji. I spent 25 years of my time with him very intimately, very closely as a student and as a colleague and as his deputy. He is the man who hand-holded me to the wonderful world of Ayurveda when I was nowhere and no one. First of all, my humble pranams to the departed soul Shri Krishnakumarji, who made me what I am today. This Tadvidya Sambhasha, when I heard about from Mala, it immediately struck me the need of the revival of Ayurveda, regeneration of Ayurveda, has to start from the roots of Ayurveda. We have been seeing the growth of Ayurveda laterally in many aspects, where Ayurveda gets compromised. Sometimes Ayurveda gets misappropriated to the mainstream science, succumbing its strength and losing its identity. At this point of time that we are starting to think Ayurveda from its roots. Many of you would have read the book written by the Nobel Prize winning economist Amartya Sen, The Argumentative Indian. He explains the characteristics of Indian society, where we argue it out. We don't accept anything sacrosanct. That is the greatness of this land. Even to great Acharya like Bharadwaja has to answer to his timid Shishyas and to explain to them why there is no 7 rasas, only 6 rasas. But he argued. Shishyas argued. In Mahabharata, a complete devotee of Arjuna, Krishna addresses, you get the knowledge by argument. Tadvidhi pradibadena pariprashnena sevaya. This pariprashna, asking questions over question, is the character of Indian society. That is the greatness of or uniqueness of Indian society. As Bhatt has indicated, Ayurveda is the only science which is traditional, of course, because of its historical background. But it is a complete science in whatever definition you want to give to a science. This science, not in isolation. You can see scientific streams in this country, and Ayurveda is one among them. And unfortunately, this is the only living science of India today, and becoming a great hope and expectation to the future not from Indians, but people who are working in the research frontiers of modern medicine. It has become a pratyasha. It has become a hope and expectations. Why it is happening is that Ayurveda is an evolving science. In no time in the history, Ayurveda has been stagnant. We got new formulations, we got new siddhantas, we got more ingredients, we got more bigger canvases when the time went on. But till the 19th century, the last classical Nihandu came, the Shaligram Nihandu, it has been growing. But there is a apparently stagnant period for last few hundred years. That is what we have to change. That is what we revive. That's what we have to strengthen. I think this is a process that is happening under the departed soul of Shri Krishnakumarji. I believe it is very important to connect and understand in presence of people from the Council of Education here that Ayurveda has got our own pedagogy. Ayurveda is not taught like other modern sciences. Indian sciences has got its own pedagogy. There are 4 pillars of learning: Ajidi, Bodha, Ajarana, Prajarana. There are 3 levels of science. It's practice, it's Shastram, it's Tattvam. And we don't need we don't have the Tatvikas there. We don't have the Tatvikas today of the caliber of Charakas and Sushruta. And education of any kind should help us to get into the state of Tatvikas. So that Apta, who originated science knowledge from nowhere, who embedded that knowledge to the textbooks forms, who explained in the Samhita form, that is the kind of science we need. If 100 people march in that route, one person may reach, but that is what the science, that is how the science will grow. So to me, it is very important in so many ways. The revival, when I say revival, it is not revival without the soul, revival with all its inner strength, all its aspects. Then only Ayurveda can grow. And Ayurveda has always been contemporary relevant. If Ayurveda is not relevant, you and me will not be sitting. We won't be having such a expectation from the science. And you may know, if you look into the commercial side of Ayurveda, it can come to 18,000 billion US$ from 4,000 within span of 6-7 years. We look into the quantity has been increasing. What we need is quality. I think this kind of forum should dwell into it, find out the ways and means how we can bring the best Ayurveda physicians out of the academia. My hope is that only through creating excellent clinicians, that is the only way for Ayurveda to revive, to regenerate, to contribute. Everything can be built on good clinicians. What we lack today is good clinicians. When I started my career, one thing I did that whatever I may do, end of the day, I'll be in my clinic. That has helped me a lot. If I am able to talk anything on Ayurveda, it is because of my clinical experience. So I want every one of you, first become a clinician. Don't get into this attraction of research, other things, etc. Everything can come. If you are a good clinician, everything can be built upon that. If you're not a good clinician, things will not happen the way it should happen for science of Ayurveda. For the paucity of time, but because of my enthusiasm and interest in the kind of subject you are dealing with and the kind of people who are organizing it, I'm extremely happy to be with you, and I wish this program all success. Let us do together more and more such ventures. Thank you. Namaskar.